Hi, I'm Gene Lawlin and welcome to this week's Midwest Outdoors Magazine. We've got a great show for you. In fact, it's a keeper.
Hi there folks, and welcome to Midwest Outdoors. My name is Ben Sherg and I'm the inventor of the Hook Set Tip-Up. We're here on Lake Superior's beautiful Chequamegon Bay fishing with Craig Putchat for a variety of different fish. Craig is the owner of the Outdoor Allure Sports Shop, Lodging and Guide Service, and hopefully you're going to put us on some fish today. What are we going for?
Well, the fish are here. We had some melting earlier in the week which caused these creeks behind us to flow, and it really brought these fish in. And we can catch just about anything in here.
We're using the Hook Set Tip-Up, which is a brand new invention this year. And this tip-up is designed to automatically set the hook when the fish bite, thereby allowing you to hook up on many more of the fish than you'll catch on conventional tip-ups. Now, from what Craig has explained, these fish are pretty hard to catch.
The cohos especially, they come in and they slash at the minnow. They'll pull out 5-6 feet of line, and by the time you get there, they've dropped it. Hopefully this will solve that problem.
The Hook Set Tip-Up is extremely easy to set up. All you do is put your bait on the hook as you would with any conventional tip-up and lower it down into the hole. Now, you pull out enough line to get your bait to the depth you want it to be. Set the tip-up into the hole and simply decide which of these notches you're going to use. You take this small pin, simply push down and turn to engage it in any of those 3 notches and set the flag under the T-bar. Hook Set Tip-Up is now locked and loaded and waiting for that fish to strike. When the fish does come and bite, up the tip-up goes, pulls straight up on the line, sets the hook firmly into the mouth of the fish, and then allows it to freely take out line until you get there to pull it in. That's why with the Hook Set Tip-Up, you catch more fish.
Our main bait of choice is going to be small emerald shiners, lake shiners, just because it's the natural forage out here. It's what these fish are in here feeding on. We might also throw a spawn bag or 2 on some of these tip-ups, and we'll see if there's a bunch of round whitefish in here or menominee. We might actually even put a small teardrop and some waxworms on one of these tip-ups just to see if we can get anything to go on it. Here, flag, flag. Whoa. You got one?
Ooh.
Decent fish.
Hey, he's hitting. He's wiggling his head, I'll tell you that.
Oh, a little coho.
Look at that.
Little coho. Look how that hook set just caught him right in the corner of the mouth.
Yeah, absolutely ideal.
That's perfect.
Absolutely ideal. And if this wasn't an eater, you simply take the hook out and let him go.
Fish,
but I got a feeling
that
thing's going in a frying pan, isn't it?
Yeah, this one will. We got a nice flake here.
Beautiful fish. All right, let's let him go, get his head back. Look at that. I got the line. Woo! Oh, baby.
Nice.
Look at this fish.
So this is the splake. They're a cross between a lake trout and a brook trout. And they take the characteristics of both. They got the wormy markings of a lake trout on the back. They have a mild fork to their tail. See how that tail has a slight fork, whereas a lake trout has a real deep fork. And a brook trout has a perfectly square tail. They got the brook trout fins with the white markings on them, and you can vaguely see this particular fish is a male. He has the markings of a male brook trout in spawning colors, the red dots with the faint blue halos around them.
I tell you, beautiful, beautiful fish. Wow.
Fucking ready. Pretty little splake. Now see, this is our shallowest tip-up. Maybe we'll have to move some of those deeper ones up in close here. Could be a coho, a splake, a brown, a steelhead.
Hey, he's running.
It's a rainbow.
Rainbow, look at that.
Pretty hen.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Actually hooked just outside the mouth. Must have come and swiped at that bait. Now I tell you what, with any other tip-up, there's no way you catch that fish because we wouldn't have been there to set the hook when it swiped at that bait. So.
This fish will get to be 30 inches long and we'll catch her again in a few years.
Sounds good. Let's get her back in.
Chequamegon Bay isn't the only place we tried out the Hook Set Tip-Up.
Here in Sheboygan, going for some beautiful northern pike with the Hook Set Tip-Up here. Now this thing is about as simple as it possibly gets. You just put your bait on the hook and you lower it down into the hole as you would with any conventional tip-up. Then, setting the tip up onto the ice, you simply line up this pin right here with the slide, push down, and turn. That's all you got to do. This tip up's now set and ready to go. And when that fish bites, the spring decompresses and sets the hook firmly into the mouth of the fish. When you get there, that fish is already hooked. You pick up your tip up and you start the fight. There you go. Nice quality pike. One of the benefits of the hook set tip up is where you hook these fish. Now, as you see here, this fish is hooked right in the lip. This hook very easily comes out. Now, this fish is staying with us, but if we didn't want to keep it, that could go back in the hole and it would be a healthy fish and it would bite and fight another day.
Coho salmon.
Look at that. Beautiful little fish.
This is one of the hardest fish to catch on a tip up in Lake Superior because they slash at a minnow, pop the flag, and they spit it out before you can even get there.
Well, I tell you what, folks, this coho salmon right here is a perfect illustration of just how well the hook set tip up works. Very, very difficult fish to catch, and as you just alluded to earlier, the first one you've seen on a tip up in quite a few years. So again, I want to thank Craig Putchat from Outdoor Allure Guide Service, Bait Shop, and tell you what, folks, hook set tip up. Get some, go out and have yourself fun. I'm Ben Sherg from Midwest Outdoors TV. Good luck fishing. The hook set tip up is extremely easy to set up. We push down and turn to engage it in any of those 3 notches, set the flag under the T-bar. Now when that fish bites, the spring decompresses and sets the hook firmly into the mouth of the fish.
The hook set tip up has the highest hookup percentage. How often does your tip up hook up? Hook set tip ups are available at hooksettipup.com, Gander Mountain, Shields All Sport, Sportsman's Warehouse, and select Mills Fleet Farm, Wisconsin stores.